Alright, so this is the Jacob and Eli Candy Peaches Blendable Matte and Shimmer Shadow Palette. Very pretty, right up my alley. We are going to do an eye look with this today to see if it is worth the hype, should we say. This received about 1,400 reviews and it has 4.5 stars on Amazon. So let's see what it can do. Alright, so as of right now, I'm not completely blown away by this. The shimmers are pretty on top of like a glitter glue. The mattes kind of seem to just blend together. Like even the lighter ones, they just kind of blend it all into one. So, I mean, for $11, it's not horrible. Not really sure where the good reviews came for this, but there were like 2 or 3 other ones to pick from. This is just the one I picked, so some of those reviews could have been for other palettes. So, I mean, if you want to try it, you might like it. I mean, it's not horrible, like I said, but I mean, it's definitely nothing special. All right, so the next product is by Mario Badescu. I'm gonna use this kind of like as a priming spray. The one here is the one for rose water, but I have the one for like the green tea one. And this has 4.5 stars and has 4,200 reviews. All right, and the foundation we're going to use, I feel like I used this like a decade ago, like for a minute. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. I have the color N3 New Natural Buff, I'm sorry. This has 1,700 reviews and it has 4 stars. And I'm going to use this with my beauty blender. The annoying thing, it doesn't come with a pump or anything. You just kind of have to put it somewhere. And P.S. if you can already hear, my 2-year-old is around me. So if the sound and laughter of children offend you in some way, feel free to leave. I have to say, it's like, I kind of like the finish of this. I mean, it is very, very blendable. Like, the stuff, I don't know if it's supposed to have a dewy finish. I'm assuming it's like a natural finish because I don't see any way this could possibly be matte, which I really do like, actually. This is probably gonna be good for like the colder months when your skin tends to dry out, or when mine does at least. This is very nice. I'm very happy with this, and the color actually is pretty good too. I used to watch Sam Sherman, who I loved, but then she just got a little too commercially for me, so I stopped watching her. But she turned me on to this like, I'm gonna say like 8 years ago or something like that. And again, I used it for like a minute and then I didn't use it again. I remember thinking it was okay, but this is still a huge one. This has 4,400 reviews and 4 stars. Everybody hates this puff thing. I don't particularly care. I'm the only one using it, so I got the color Fair. And I'm sorry, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. It's pretty nice. It brightened pretty nicely. I think I remember last time I got the light color, like this is Fair and then there's light, and I think the light was like too dark, so I never really used it that much. So I think I remember that this time going around I got the Fair, and that actually looks how I want it to look. Okay, powder. So we have the Fit Me Set and Smooth powder for normal to dry skin. This has 1,100 reviews and it's 4 stars. This is very light. I got the color 220 Natural Beige. But does anybody else notice like powders jump from like too light to too dark? So I always go for the light one because you can always darken it with bronzer somehow. Okay, so I'm no longer dewy, which I wasn't expecting to be. Nothing to write home about. I mean, like, I'm not like, wow, my skin looks amazing. Because my skin is not amazing. All right, and you know what? Let's smoke out the under eye too to make me look a little more alive. I'm really not thrilled with this eyeshadow palette. And I mean, it's very affordable. I mean, I'm not saying it's like a ripoff, but I mean, if you like colors with pigmentation, this just might not be your thing. Honestly, I think the only color out of here that I'm pretty happy with is this gumball color up here. But this will not be the color that like makes me reach for this. I don't know, I'm kind of bummed. All right, so I feel like a lot of people talked about the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. I got the color medium brown. Right off the bat, there's not a ton of pigmentation, and that's why I like it. There's nothing worse when you're trying to work with a pencil, but you have to be super careful. Like, I'm not a careful person, so this is actually perfect for me. It's just ever so slightly defining my brows. It's giving it a little bit of a shape without shaping it, if that makes sense. Like, again, I don't feel like I have to be careful. That's very nice. Extremely easy to use, especially if you're a beginner. Oh, I'm sorry, and that had 791 reviews and 4.5 stars. The next is, again, by Maybelline. This is not sponsored by Maybelline. They don't even know who I am. Maybelline, call me. This is the Unstoppable Smudge-Proof Liner. This has 694 reviews, 4 stars, and it's in the color Onyx. I don't usually use, like, the auto pencils. I like the, like, sharpenable pencils, but... Oh. Weird. I mean, this isn't bad, but, like... This is, like, sheer black. So if you like that super opaque black, this isn't for you. All right, so next will be bronzer, and this is the Bahama Mama bronzer by the Balm. This received 768 reviews and has 4 out of 5 stars. I found 2 bronzers that I wanted to try. This one, and then a Covergirl bronzer, which also had good reviews. I wanted to stay more on like the affordable side when I found these reviews. Like, I didn't want to get any particularly high-end stuff, but I already had this one, so I thought I'd use it. Okay, so you know, it's not too scary. It looks kind of scary in the pan, but it's not as pigmented as it seems. But my point of saying all that was I wanted to find a bronzer that had a tiny bit of shimmer in it, like my Sun Bunny bronzer, which I love, but that's like a $30 bronzer, so I wanted to see if I could find an alternative to that, and this has a little more shimmer than I would like, but that just means we're going to be extra careful with it. For that, I'm going to use this like circular kind of brush. And we're just going to do, yeah, so that just leaves a little bit of a sheen. Okay, okay. Here's my Sun Bunny and here's the Covergirl. This definitely has a bit more of a sheen, but if you're careful with it, it does give you that nice kind of sunny glow without looking like you rubbed highlighter all over your face. And this received, I don't know. I'll have to put it on the screen. I don't know where I put that information. All right, the next is the Baked Blush by Milani, and this received 1,100 reviews and has 4.5 stars. We all know this stuff is great. I've used this tons of times. There's no need to convince me. I'm sold. And again, I've said this in a bunch of videos. If you haven't ever tried like an orange coral blush, do it. You are so missing out. It's unreal. Unfortunately, I didn't get a mascara. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't. All right, so for highlighter, we have, again by the Balm, this is the Merry Luminizer. This has 1,000 reviews, 4.5 stars, and I don't have the single one. I have the trio that comes with the 3 different ones. So here's Merry Luminizer. This is like a cult favorite highlighter, so no surprise here that it's going to be gorgeous. Even though I already do have a sheen from the blush and from the bronzer. Anyway. Whoa. Holy wet cheeks. I look very dewy today. I love this actually. I'm actually really liking this look so far. And you know what, we're gonna spray. Last but not least, we have this Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick. in the color Plum Velour, and it's sheer. This has 2,100 reviews and 4 stars. There were a few colors you could pick from, but I wanted to try this one because it looked really nice. And it's a sheer color, which I didn't actually realize. I don't love the sheerness of this. Had I read the description better, I probably would have ordered a different color. But it does feel really nice, but because of the dark color, it's like picking up on any dry pieces I have on my lips. That's kind of annoying. It does feel really nice though. I will say that. Why didn't I fucking swatch this when I got it? Idiot. Okay, so you know what? My final thoughts on what I think is worth trying. This is yes. I don't like the rose water one that has all the reviews, but this is the same thing, just a different flavor. And it's pretty affordable. Yes to the highlight. Yes to the blush. Yes to both these bronzers, although you could do without this, but if you wanted to try the Sun Bunny and don't want to spend the money, definitely try this, but just use a light hand. No to the eyeliner. No. It didn't really do much. Yes to this. I will be getting a lighter color and kind of doing an ombre brow. Yes to both of these. The foundation looks beautiful, very natural looking. The Age Rewind, I'll be putting both of these into my foundation rotation. No. I'll probably pass this on to my daughter, not my 2-year-old. It's fine. It's definitely not as fun as I was hoping it was going to be. But anyway, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget, I have a very fun end of the year giveaway coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.